up in the sky. Look, it's captivating. It's energizing. It's Eliances Heroes. Eliances is the destination for entrepreneurs, investors, CEOs, inventors, leaders, celebrities, and startups, where our heroes in business align. Now, here's your host flying in, David Kogan, founder of Eliances.
That's right. And can you believe already who we had on when I interviewed the co-founder of Netflix? I'm sure you all enjoyed that, so continue to stay and hang tight as we have more heroes that are on the way. And by the way, thank you for the feedback we continue to get from when I interviewed Sir Richard Branson. So make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. It is the only place where entrepreneurs align. All right, you're going to be blown away by our next hero. This guy, he's probably one of the very few people that I've met that has actually more energy than me. Yes, that's possible. And you're going to be able to witness that today because we have with us Michael Bernoff, president and founder of Human Communications Institute. And you're going to be able to reach him by going to michaelbernoff.com. And of course, we'll have it on our website at Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. Michael, we're going to just jump right into it.
Let's do it.
Average mean to you?
Average, I'm always about average sucks, but the big thing average is to me is that thing in your life, that moment when you know you want to go for more, that second you hold back, it's that feeling you have in your body where you know you want to do that next thing and you don't. That is your average stopping you. And that is where most of us live our lives, and that's where most people get miserable, and we got to change that.
And you are the expert on changing people who are average. And like you said, majority are. You're right. They go through their day by day. It's the average taking place of the day. So how do you do that? How do you change someone who's just average?
Well, the whole thing about it, when I wear the shirt that says average sucks, people stop me all the time and they say, hey, you're right, average sucks. And I say to them very, very quickly, I said, do you know what it means? And they say, oh, yeah, be better than anybody else. I said, no, all of us are average. But the question is, what is your actual average, and is it the one that you want? So one of the fastest things that we do, I believe that most people in life have a big challenge with understanding who they are and what they do and what they've accomplished in their life. And I'd say, David, one of the fastest things a human being can do to change their average is to recognize you are not who you were 5 years ago. You are not who you were 10 years ago. You are who you are now, and learning to make your decisions based on who it is you are currently will allow you to start moving where it is you desire to go in life.
Well, you know what, Michael? You and I are actually twins today because you see, average does suck.
You got the package.
I love it. We're twins. So you're the better looking one, though. Don't worry. So let's talk about this. So you do things to really help people. And I think that's just so huge. And that's really what a hero is helping people be better than who they are. So talk to us about the things that the Human Communications Institute, which you're the founder and president of, what you actually do.
Well, the biggest thing that we do, our company believes this. Everybody has to know what their company believes. Our entire movement of what we do is we believe that communication is the most underdeveloped and underutilized asset that we have as human beings. And it's fascinating. We send our kids to school with a lunchbox. Our daughter's the same age. We made sure they had lunch. They went to school. We talked to them about different things. But how often do we in our lives really talk about what things actually mean about communication? And I do not mean communicating with somebody in a way that how to sell something to somebody or how to influence somebody to do something. I'm talking about how do we communicate with ourselves about what things actually mean in our life, the word choices we use, how we describe what happens in our lives, and how we manage the data of what's occurred in our lives, because everything we do is based on the references that have occurred in our lives and the labels that we put on them. So I truly believe that it's an underdeveloped asset that we have, and your future hinges on your ability to effectively communicate. And if somebody really owns that, that's where real transformation comes in.
I love it. Absolutely. Again, the work that you're doing is absolutely amazing, because also too is you're with me on the Eliances Heroes Show. That's right. Make sure you go to Eliances.com. That's Eliances.com. It is the only place where entrepreneurs align, because we have with us Michael Bernoff, president and founder of Human Communications Institute. And you can reach him at michaelbernoff.com. And of course, we'll have it on our website at Eliances.com. But I love it. Look at this. You got the coolest stuff. I'm going to be walking around. People are going to be stopping me. I'm going to have this recorded so that we can play it. So when they say, what does average sucks mean? I'm going to be able to show them. You know what? I've got this book, Average Sucks. Talk to me about why you created this book and really what is the secret of what you want people to truly take out of it.
Yeah, the biggest thing I want to take out of that book is I don't have a story like most speakers, most heroes in this world have a great story of what they did and what they overcame and what they got through. I don't have a story of growing up as, a kid on a subway left when I was 5. I don't have an abuse story, thank God. And I definitely don't have parents that were rich and everything worked out. And my dad was Warren Buffett. I don't have that story. I grew up very, very middle class, right down the middle. And I recognized about 80% of the world grew up, especially North America, lower or upper or right down the middle class. And nobody was explaining to them why success is so challenging for people. And one of the biggest reasons is there's a hurdle that most of us have run into, that life has been simple or easy for the most of us for the last 20 or 30 years. There's ups and downs and tragedies people have, but the lack of adversity, especially before this whole Corona thing, there's been very, very limited adversity in people's lives. And the natural desire to grow has been in people, but the ability to get there has been challenging. So if you ever felt to yourself why you don't get what you want, and why you're not able to get what you want. If you had goals, you've had things you wanted, and you've not found a way to get it. We've been teaching this for 20 years. The book is an addition to the things we've been doing at events and seminars and teleconferences and conferences all over the world. It's a way that you can have a conversation with you and coach yourself through this book, how to literally change what you do automatically in your life and start getting what you want very quickly. So if you don't have what you want, the book is going to show you not only what to do, how to become a person that can do it.
And that's right. So make sure you go get his book, Average Sucks. You can probably get it at Amazon. Average Sucks. You're going to want to get it and order it today. All right, Michael, where do you get all your energy?
My wife. No, I get all my energy because when you're doing what you love to do and you love helping people and you're not being something you're not, everyone has energy when they're not being two people at once. So when I accepted my responsibility in this world to help people and be me, life just got very energetic. And it's been 27 years.
I got 3 important initials for you, and we seem to have people wanting us to ask this. H-I-T.
H-I-T. The initials. It's everything we do. It's called human interaction technology. I'm one of the best in the world at something called neuro-linguistic programming, which is the ability to use words to affect the nervous system. And what HIT is, it's a science of what works. It's what we've been teaching for 20 years. It's called human interaction technology. It's how human beings interact with each other and how the technology of influence works to help human beings get what they want in any area of their life. So I've been certifying people in this technology for 15 years. Thousands of people all over the world, and it's the most cutting edge communication technique in the world, and I'm willing to teach it to you when you're ready.
And you're right. You and I do have children similar age in that. So I need to ask you this. What's some of the secrets that you share with your children so that they can grow up, be successful as you and your wife have been and are?
Yeah, it's a great question. One is language. One of the big things is how you position things. I think a lot of people are all the time, every day, always type people, and they look at life that way. Like, I always do this. I want to do this. So one of the things we've trained our children, not trained, but we've just shared regularly is take responsibility for your communication, take responsibility for your language. If something's bothering you, it is probably the way that you are positioning it to yourself. And our kids still have good days and bad days, but one of the things they know to look for, it's like, got a problem, let's first check communication. And if that helps, we won't move on to the next thing. If there's something else we need, then we'll ask for help. So our kids truly understand, definitely Tara, by the time she's 19 now, understands that the power of her communication, the power of her words and language.
Well, I got to tell you, Michael, incredible. President and founder, Human Communications Institute. Make sure you go to michaelbernoff.com. And of course, we'll have it on our website at Eliances.com because guess what? Average Sucks. So make sure that you get his book on Amazon. All right. And if you see me walking around with his book, water bottle, or anything else, stop me. All right. And I'll share with you some more secrets about Michael Bernoff. Michael, you're a hero. Continue to do what you're doing. It's awesome having you on the Eliances Heroes radio show.
Thank you. Appreciate it, David. Love Eliances.